Okay, so this is the YouTube channel I've literally started 3 weeks ago, and it already achieved 1 million views. Just to show you guys how truly possible this is. Okay, as you can see, last week I was like around here, and this week I just further exploded this YouTube channel. Just prove you guys that this works as long as you do the right things correctly, which I will show you in this free mini course. And this is the last episode of this free series, or else I'll be giving away too much knowledge. But this is by far everything I know about YouTube automation. And if you can implement it in the correct way, you will dominate. Okay. As you can see, in I can already tell you the niche. In my geopolitics YouTube channel niche, 1 million views in 3 weeks, that could pay me a lot of money. The RPM is very high because the niche is good. So let's go and let me just finish off this series and let me teach you guys exactly how in this video to create these videos. Okay. We talked about the concept, right? We talked about what this business model even is. We talked about the niche. Okay. We talked about the importance of choosing the right niche, the right topic for your right audience. Because if you don't have a niche, you're firstly not going to get any attraction, any views. And you're also not going to make a lot of money if you choose a niche that gets a lot of views but doesn't profit enough. Episode 3, I revealed the strategy, right? How to actually create these videos because it's not always just about the video itself, it's also about the strategy. And now I'm going to show you guys exactly how to create these videos in the cheapest and lowest time consuming way possible. Okay, so follow my indications. Follow my advice, watch this whole video, and you will be set. This is all you need, okay? Because I've shown you everything. You have been here for episode 1. If you go back on my channel, if you generally just go back and look, you have seen how I started. It was 0 views, and then something else, something bigger, and now here. So it's not luck. It's just doing the right things. And if you just know it, then you're good, right? So, how do you actually make these videos? Well, there's different components to it, okay? There's different components to a faceless YouTube video. I can't write. Anyways, there's different components to how your video is even set up. So first of all, we got the script, right? Easily, the first step of your content creation system, okay? Then we got the voiceover, right? We need someone to be speaking over our footage. How do I make this bold? There we go. Then we have obviously our editing. And then we have our thumbnail. Now, as I covered in the last video, your title and your thumbnail are the most important aspects to the growth or that will influence the growth of your channel and YouTube videos. Because if people don't click, right? If people don't click on your video, then no one's going to watch it. So you can spend all your time in making the video, but if no one's going to watch it, what's the point, right? So that's why I always recommend to start with the thumbnail and title before actually making the videos. Always plan out your title, right? Your thumbnail and your video idea, the TTI, okay, before creating the video. I do this in the Google Docs, okay? And then you create the script, and then you create the voiceover, and then you make the edits, and then you upload the video, okay? And that's your content assembly line that you're making yourself or that you're paying other people to do it for you. So I'm going to show you guys 2 different ways of actually going about this. So number 1, you can either make the videos yourself, okay? Which I highly recommend if you're a beginner, if you don't have any starting capital, if you don't know much around YouTube automation. You could also, however, pay other people to do the work for you. Why should you spend all your time making the script, making the voiceover, and editing if you could just pay someone else, right? It's you spend way less time and you get your bang for your buck. Those are 2 good alternatives. However, there's one option that is far better and far more superior than these 2 things, right? It is to actually use AI for your videos. Okay? If you know how to leverage artificial intelligence for YouTube channel, you you are beating your competition, okay? However, if you choose to do all the hard work yourself, you're playing at a disadvantage, okay? You're playing checkers while they're playing chess. Okay, how are you supposed to compete? Now, the only difference between you and a channel that's making 30, $40,000 a month, except the fact that they have good idea generation, know what's working, is the time allocation. So if you spend all your time in editing voiceover and script, whereas they spend all their time in thumbnails, titles, and video ideas, but they outsource the rest, it is clear why they're winning. But for you, the best way is with artificial intelligence. It's cheap, $0. I mean, you need to pay for for some subscriptions, but other than that, you save time and you save money from paying other people. And it's the best way because you can leverage it to your own potential. And I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do this because there's certain softwares that you can use for every part of this step. For the script, ChatGPT. Okay, we're going to use ChatGPT for the script. That's how I operate. It's the easiest way to go about this. For the voiceover, I use a software called 11 Labs. It's the best human-like voiceover, and it does not get flagged by YouTube because it sounds like a human. It's not actually an AI voice. It's a cloned voice by real people who have gone on 11 Labs, uploaded their voices, and 11 Labs cloned them, and you can use it as an AI voice. Now, for the editing, you have to do it yourself. Okay, or outsource. That's your choice, right? If you start off, I would say to do it yourself. Once you make money, you outsource immediately. Okay. So this is just if you do everything yourself, it's not good. If you pay for everything, it's not good. If you use AI and your own work and your own wallet, then it's the best combination because AI can replace the things where you don't want to waste money on voiceover and script. Don't waste your money on voiceover and script because ChatGPT can create an even better script than most script writers out there. And for your voiceover 11 Labs, it's amazing. Okay, trust me, it sounds super realistic. For the thumbnail, you have two options. It really depends on your niche. Okay. So, for example, if you're in a certain niche where the thumbnails are just very good in terms of like graphic design and uh, don't require any artificial intelligence or cannot be made with AI, then you're always going to have to either do them yourself or pay for someone. Okay. However, if you're in a niche where thumbnails are very simple and easy, you can use ChatGPT to create um, these thumbnails for yourself because they can make really ultra realistic thumbnails for you that can actually blow up. Okay, let me do this for you live. Okay, the first step is to obviously find your modeled channel. Okay, ideally make a list of I don't know 5 to 10 YouTube channels. Subscribe to their channels, have them on your subscriptions feed on your left, and see when they upload a video. Why? Because remember, our whole strategy was to look for those outlier videos because those outlier videos are clear telltale sign from YouTube, from the algorithm, that those YouTube videos performed well and attracted viewers and just worked well psychologically in the audience. And what you're going to do is you're going to just replicate what has already been working. You don't reinvent the wheel. That's all. We covered all of that in episode 3. Okay. Now, live. Let me do it for you live. We have this niche called Historian Sleepy. Okay. So let's say you're in the history niche and you want to replicate this. This is a sub niche where it's not just all history, it's more specific history, like what life was like, how what things were like. You know, it's like what daily hygiene was like, how Americans really spent their free time, what it was like to fight. So it's more of these like uh descriptive videos showing us how it was actually like in history. Okay, do we care? No. So let me just show you guys what how much money this guy's making. This guy's getting 2 million views a month, and you might think, oh, with the average $5 RPM, this guy's making $10,000 a month. No, this guy's making whole more money than that, a whole lot more money than that. You know why? Because this guy is making ultra long form videos. As you can see, 2 hour 30 videos. This guy can have 30 to $40 RPM, meaning this guy he can ideally make on Q1, meaning the beginning of the new year, when the YouTube spends, or sorry, Q4, when YouTube spends all their money on ads. This guy could be making like 60 to $80,000 a month. So it's insane. Anyways, let's say we're trying to copy this channel. we always start looking for outlier videos, okay? And I have this extension right here called vidIQ, and it literally just shows me the outlier, and I can just look. I don't even have to read. I can just look at the number, just look for a red color, okay? And as you can see, he's not really getting, there we go. He's getting the usual 10 to 50,000 views a video, right? This video clearly has outperformed the rest because it has 132,000 views, okay, with a 13x outlier. So what do we do? This is a clear cache printer. This is a clear, how's it called again? Cache cow video. Sorry, I forgot the word myself. Okay, so what do? You click on it. Okay, we're not even gonna, the ad, go away.
Hey,
Okay, we're not even gonna look at the video. We're gonna do that later. Okay, but obviously you're gonna go into a niche where you can actually replicate what's going on. So what you're gonna do, literally take the title. Okay, go in like a Google Doc, or not Google Doc. Hold on. I'm gonna go back to here because I actually have some things there. Go on your Google Doc. Let's say this is your Google Doc, right? You just write title, and then you put their title. Oh wait, what? Can I not put the thing I did not mean to like that. I mean, sure. Okay. You take the title and just put it here. Okay. There you go. There we go. We don't waste time. Title, just copy paste. Okay. As I said, episode 3. Now, for the thumbnail, it's this easy. What you're gonna do, you click on here, you get the vidIQ extension, okay? It just makes life easier, okay? You go right here, you download the thumbnail, okay? If you don't want to get vidIQ, you can just copy the link. Or sorry, you can just copy the link, go on YouTube thumbnail downloader, click on the first link, and then put the link in, and then bam, it just gives it to you, okay? So what you literally download the thumbnail, and you're going to go over ahead and go to ChatGPT. You're going to upload the thumbnail, okay? That you've just downloaded, and you're gonna tell it literally copy this exact thumbnail. Make it 16 to 9 and 1920 1080p. Copy this style. Literally, you're just telling ChatGPT, hey, just copy this thumbnail, right? Our whole strategy was to just copy the thumbnail and make a better version of it, okay? So let's say our video was what it was like to be a Victorian brothel worker, okay? Got 130,000 views in 2 weeks, and we just want to replicate it. We're just going to tell ChatGPT, replicate this thumbnail. We're gonna go here and click enter, and it's literally just gonna create a whole new thumbnail for us. Okay, I'm gonna cut to the part where the thumbnail is done. Okay, so the video has been done. There has been an issue where ChatGPT does this sometimes, okay? And I'm not gonna bullshit you and tell you that this works flawlessly, okay? Sometimes ChatGPT does do this thing where it cuts off the left side of the thumbnail. For example, here where it says boring history for sleep, it cuts it off, okay? Now the fix is you either ask it why it's like this and you ask it to regenerate, right? My prompt is also pretty bad, okay? So make sure your prompt is good. Make sure you say what's actually going on. So don't just say copy this thumbnail. Be like, copy this thumbnail. Woman sleeping, woman in red dress, man with hat holding her, boring history on the top, white background, things like that. Copy this kind of cartoony style. If it still doesn't work out, you can use other softwares like CapCut to AI expand this thumbnail. This is what I do sometimes. That's why you're gonna have to pay for a video editor anyways. That's why I recommend CapCut to do it. Now, the next step is let's say we got the thumbnail. Okay, so once this thumbnail has been kind of set, right? Thumbnail created by Mr. GPT, right? Now, what you need is your script, okay? So we need to create a script because the voiceover AI will read from that script. And the way you do this is you have to train your AI model, okay? So remember, we're always basing ourselves off of another YouTube video that has performed well, that has an outlier. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna go ahead and copy this prompt I made with ChatGPT, uh, this Flash format video script that creates a 1,000 word video script, and all it requires from you is the video title, which we have, and the video transcript. Because as I said before, we're always modeling our video from another video that has successfully worked. Okay, why generate something completely new when there's another thing in the market that has performed exceptionally well. Let's base ourselves off of that success and create something new and even better. Okay. But we're obviously not copying. We're just inspiring ourselves from the strategy, from the structure, from the text, from the script, from the content, and we're creating something completely new, original. Okay. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna copy this and you're gonna head over to ChatGPT and you're gonna create a new chat and you're literally just gonna train your AI model. So you can paste this and send it. And obviously also change your like chat names, rename them to like thumbnail, right? Name this to thumbnail and then name this to script so that you know where you're going. Script. There we go. So now ChatGPT has received the command, and it says here, it updated the saved memory. So now you're training it. Got it. I'm ready to generate a new 1,000 word video script anytime you provide the video title and a reference script. So as you can see, all you have to do is literally just give it the title of the video, right? You know the title of the video. You know the video that you're copying. Okay, the video that has performed well. You copy the title. You go in the thing, you put the title in, then you literally just put the transcript, and the transcript you just get it by going here down and show transcript. You get the transcript, and you literally just well, why is it not working? You full on just copy the video's transcript to feed it to ChatGPT, and it will use it to create something brand new and original. Now send. It's too long. Okay. It's too long because it's oh yeah, I forgot it's too long because it's like 1 hour, right? So if it's our 1 hour video, which is I mean for the ones who are making long ultra long form, then what you're gonna have to do is tell it that this is just a snippet of the script, but that it copies the style and that it makes the rest itself. However, most of you guys will not be making ultra long form. So let's say this was a 20-minute video. We're just gonna give it the transcript. We're gonna send the message, and it's literally just gonna start working on the script. Okay. Now it's going to do the cold shock, the tease, the payoff, the engagement spark, and now you have your script. Okay, so all you do is just copy this whole thing and your script. Voila, it's done in 5 minutes by ChatGPT. Okay, and it does it better once you train it once you do this like once, twice, three times. It's going to be so amazing at it. You don't even have to remind it. All you have to do is title, transcript, title, transcript. Okay, and it's going to be amazing at it when you train your AI model. So we have the thumbnail, we have the title, we have the thumbnail, and we have the script. Now what we need is the voiceover. The voiceover is going to be created by 11 Labs. Okay. Now this is going to, by the way, let me cover the costs. Okay. So for ChatGPT, I do recommend a subscription, but it works without. The only thing you're limited by is the image generation has limits and the access to the 4.0 has limits. So if you're using it too much, you're going to run out. So you're going to have to create either other accounts or you're just going to have to pay or wait. The level ups, you need to pay for the credits, especially if you're doing long videos, okay? So I have, for example, the like 25, it's like $25 a month, okay? $25 a month for like 100,000 credits, and that will be enough. That'll be sufficient for the needs you have. So once you have your script, all you do is go on 11 Labs and create your video. You're gonna sign up and create the voiceover. Now I'm not gonna show you how to do this because it's just super easy. You just sign up, put text in, and create the voiceover, and now it's just gonna paste. I mean, I can show you how it sounds. It sounds super realistic.
In the ancient land of Eldoria, where
Like as you see, that just shows you how good this AI model is. So now we got the 11 Labs voiceover, script, the thumbnail, and title. And now the last step is just the editing. And to be fair, like to be really honest with you guys, in episode one or in episode three, I already told you guys the most important it's the thumbnail, the title, the idea. Okay, the editing does not have to be on point. Okay, but if you've chosen a niche where the barrier to entry is low, then obviously the editing is not going to be hard. It's just going to be time consuming, right? It's simple, but time consuming. So here's where it gets a bit tricky because I can't give you guys like a one size fits all solution. Okay, I cannot give you guys this because every niche has a different kind of like way to create content. Like if we look at this channel, we have to analyze what's working. If you look at the video,
Victorian brothels, not
it's
chicory.
it's just like AI
Provide to
images
any
with some effects and a voiceover. There's no video. So obviously what you're gonna have to do is just copy this, okay? And it's different niche by niche, okay? Other niches might just be like whiteboard videos. Other niches might also be just clips from YouTube. So you have to do what other competitors are doing in your niche, okay? And if you've chosen the niche correctly, meaning the barrier to entry is low, meaning it's not hard to create videos, you're just gonna easily adapt, okay? The only hard thing is that you're gonna have to do it yourself or you can outsource. Okay. So for this thing right here, for example, I would just use AI generation tools like TubeGen AI to create these images and create these videos. Okay.
with a
And if you're on another niche where 9 times out of 10, you're gonna be in a niche where the videos are made with stock footage or clips from YouTube, what you're gonna have to do is just adapt to that like trend, to that format. You're just gonna go ahead on YouTube, download clips, put them in your video, and because you're following fair use, which I've covered in episode one, okay, as you can see, you should probably watch this whole thing if you want to know everything. Because they follow fair use, you are legally allowed to do this. And there you go, you have a whole YouTube video, you have a whole package package that you built yourself, that you own. And then you post it as digital real estate on YouTube. Okay. So I can't tell you video editing because there's no secret. It's just video editing. It's just doing the hard work. Okay. So either you do it yourself or you pay. Now, obviously, at the beginning, I said, yeah, these two are not that good. But what I meant by this is like, you would be stupid or foolish to pay for thumbnail, script, and voiceover. Okay, that's foolish. But the only thing you can pay, and you should, and and the only thing that's not foolish of you to pay for is the editing. Okay, because the editing is going to be the most time-consuming thing ever. And as I said before, time allocation is the most important thing. If you spend your time editing instead of thinking about the title, the thumbnail, the idea generation, what actually gets clicks, what actually goes viral, you're wasting your time. Okay. So, nonetheless, I do recommend you to do it yourself at first. Okay. Until you actually get monetized. Okay. For example, me right now, I can afford oh, it's my channel. You guys should probably subscribe. I can afford to outsource because I already got monetized. I already made money. Okay. I know how this works and I can afford to outsource. However, if you're a beginner and you haven't seen much success, there's low likelihood that simply video editing will get you success. Listen to me. Listen to me carefully. Okay. Your success on YouTube is not determined by your video editing. It's determined by the outside of your videos. Okay. So if your outside sucks, no one's clicking on it anyways. So it's not like if your inside was better, people would have clicked on it. The problem lies outside. So focus outside. Okay, so that's why I do. That's why I recommend you do the work yourself. Okay, you adapt to what's already working well on YouTube. So if it's AI videos, you make AI videos. If it's clips from YouTube, you make clips from YouTube. If it's stock footage, you copy that. So you do that work yourself, or you just pay. Okay, and that's the whole like assembly line. That's the whole thing. Okay, so I recommend you don't. Okay, I recommend the ideas you always have to do it yourself. Title, you just copy it. The thumbnail, you use ChatGPT. Okay, you use ChatGPT because it's the easiest way to do it. The script, ChatGPT again. ChatGPT literally, if you train the AI model, you give it data, give it metadata, it just takes that data and creates a whole new product out of it. Okay, by adapting and using the info, the style, the content from the reference script, because again, we're copying other videos. For 11 Labs, the voiceover, it's simple. The AI voiceover is superior to even human voiceovers if used correctly. And you can make highly realistic voices with 11 Labs without paying other people to do it for you. So these three things you can fully outsource without paying. You can outsource it to AI. Now, the editing is the one where you either do it yourself or you pay. Okay, and that's the whole thing. And I know that now it sounds a bit weird because I've sold you into this whole like course I'm giving you right now, and you're thinking, but like, where's this special sauce? Like, listen, there is no sauce. I'm not going to be here telling you like these other gurus that are showing you these like 10-hour meditation videos, be like, okay, step one, get your script, copy it into ChatGPT. I mean, that's the right thing if used correctly. But you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, copy it and then create this AI video with these AI pictures, and this is gonna give you $30,000 a month. No, you have to just adapt to what your niche is, okay? Because you have to choose what's working for you. You have to choose based on what your niche is, okay? Because When people ask me, yo, what's your strategy? Brother, there is no strategy to YouTube automation. There is no secret sauce. It's not like some sort of magic. You know exactly what you have to do. Okay? You know, seriously, you know what you have to do. It's not about you missing some sort of knowledge you don't have. Okay? The only thing you don't have is guidance. You don't lack knowledge. Okay? YouTube automation does not rely on a strategy. There's no secret strategy. What's secret is your viral formula. You have to create your own viral formula because it's all, remember, based on your niche. So I can't tell you that there's a secret mystical thing out there that will magically give you views. No, it's simple. It's just doing things that people actually want to watch and doing it all over again, video by video. Video number one, video number two, video number three, until a video just blows up and you keep going because you know that this, you've seen my progress. Just to show you guys that this is truly possible because there is no secret sauce. You know what to do. It's just repeating the process over and over again. It's all about finding your own viral system, your own viral content formula. Okay, once you figure out what your niche is, okay, why that niche is good, right? Uh, how to actually like find make good videos, right? Finding the good video ideas, creating thumbnails with the ChatGPT. You just repeat it because now you found your secret key. Okay, so hopefully this has helped. If you want to know more of me, comment down below if you need help because I'll be glad to help you guys. I'm not selling a course after this, obviously. I'm just documenting my own process because in 6 months, bro, 3 to 6 months, that's all it takes. You can completely change your life. If you want to go in the same boat as me, you are welcome to do so. If you're not, that's your own problem. But in 6 months, I'll be updating you guys, and you guys will see my progress.